Do you ever run into this problem? You get up, you pour your coffee, you put on your shoes, you get ready for work, it's gonna be a great day, you kiss the pups, you start to head out the door, and then you stop. Because you know that they're gonna whine all day, that they're gonna bark all day, that they're gonna get into things. You come home, and this is the conversation.
Was it you? Zoe? Zoe, why won't you look at me? Was it you? Were you in on this too, Snoop? Flip? Was it you? Flip.
If you're anything like my household of pets, this happens to you. So I thought I'd compile 14 ways to keep your dog busy while you're at work. If you watch my vlogs on a regular basis, you know that I love pets, and I also love life hacks and efficiency and effectiveness and just solving problems. So I thought I'd put this together. And also, I have a little bonus at the end. Let's get started on this special edition vlog. Okay, first, don't worry about taking notes on this. I wrote a blog so you can go get all the details. I put it all down below. I even put links to the products if you want to go check them out. Now with some of these tips, it's going to take a little time and preparation. But to start, I'm going to give you a couple that are very simple. You can do in no time at all. First, turning on the television. It's really simple to just turn on the TV. Obviously, Animal Planet's a great network, or any sort of animal show, because if they hear barking or howling, it's just gonna keep them more engaged. But it's just an ambient noise. It's kind of like if you leave the fan on at night and it helps you fall asleep. It's very similar to dogs. It'll distract them from noises that might be happening outside.
Tip number 3, fill a toy with peanut butter and freeze it. Or throw some treats in there. It'll keep your dog busy for quite a while.
All right, now here's a good one that I came up with to work with the dogs instead of against the dogs. I know that as soon as I shut that door, one of my dogs is going on a scavenger hunt. I mean, she is checking every corner, every nook and cranny of the house to find anything she can get into. So what do? I take some pieces of kibble or some little broken treats, and I put them in areas that are safe, that she can't harm anything, so that she's going to those areas to find those treats. It keeps her occupied, she continues to check the house, and it redirects her to safe areas where she can't get into trouble. Just be cautious with that one. You know, if your dog chews your shoes, obviously don't put kibble in your high heels. If you wear high heels. Now number 5 isn't for everyone, but you know your dog, and if your dog has some anxiety, a calming treat a day isn't gonna be a bad thing. I like them in soft chews because then the treat is the actual calming chew. They're perfectly safe. Obviously, if you have any concerns, check with your vet. But check out the link below for the ones that I use for one of my dogs that sometimes has some anxiety. Puzzles. Who doesn't love a puzzle? If you want to take that scavenger hunt to the next level, put treats or kibble inside puzzles. Some of my favorites are the Nina Ottison toys. She's got entry level all the way up to very complex, depending on how intelligent or crafty your dog is getting those. I would recommend it. It can keep them busy for hours. Okay, now this next one is hands down my favorite, and I'll tell you why, but first I'm gonna tell you what it is. Freeze your dog's treat. It takes them a little bit longer. In the summertime, it's really great because it helps keep them cool. But the reason it's my favorite is it takes work on your part. You've got to eat the ice cream. That is, if you use an ice cream container. I do for obvious reasons. I think you know why this one's my favorite. I would specifically recommend Ben & Jerry's Half-Baked. It just seems to work better. And if you need any help with that project, let me know. I'll come right over. Okay, back to the dogs. I'm gonna give you the next 3 all in one bunch because I see people getting overwhelmed with this. Hire a dog walker, take your dog to daycare, or schedule a play date. And we like routine and we're creatures of habit. So what do we start doing right away? We start saying, I need a dog walker every day, or I need to take my dog to daycare every day, or I need to schedule a play date every day. But you don't have to do it every day, and you can mix those up. For example, I've got a boxer that's really high energy and I walk him and I run him as much as I can, but he will always outpace me. So he goes to daycare on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Gives him a chance to socialize, play with other big dogs, and he comes home completely worn out. It's amazing. Number 12 focuses on the right chews to give your dog. If you're gonna give your dog a chew on a regular basis, then make sure you use some dental chews. It'll keep him busy and helps promote clean teeth. Does your dog have a favorite toy? I know mine do. But sometimes it's really important to introduce a new toy. They have curiosity just like us, and while they often have their favorite, it's really important for them to try something new. It'll keep them busy. Even if you rotate in one a month, it'll make a big difference. Number 14, the last one. It's a simple one and it keeps them slightly busy, but I like to add this one in because it definitely causes my dogs to get up more often and be more active and drink more water. Using a water fountain. There's something about that sound that reminds dogs to go drink. I've noticed with my dogs, they definitely drink more water with a water fountain. So check that out, I would highly recommend it. It'll get them up a little bit more often, but it'll make sure that they're drinking enough water. Okay, I hope some of those 14 tips are helpful, and I also wanna know what you're doing with your dog that works. And make sure you leave a comment down below because everyone loves learning about these things. And I'm sure you have some great ideas that we'd all like to hear. Don't forget to subscribe and like this if you like videos like this. And now my bonus tip. This is hands down the one that I do when I have time to prepare or I really need to keep a dog busy. I deploy the bonus basket. It's like a 7-layer dip for dogs, right? You can have toys in there, you can have treats, you can pack clothes, you can do whatever to pack things in there so that your dog has to treasure hunt to find those certain things. You can take a handful of those 14 items, put them all on this treasure hunt, and let your dog spend the day just discovering. Okay, I hope you enjoyed those tips. I will see you tomorrow, because I gotta get to work.
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away.